So the court completely covered. It is, although the humidity is very low coming in here today, the sun's strong. And that's going to be nice for these players. I wondered about Andy Murray. It felt like he looked slow and sluggish, that the sun might have been having an impact on him.
And Ted, that's the big area that Bjorn has been stressing to Madison the last 2 to 3 months, is move forward, is come to net more, try and finish points off there. And it's Bjorn on the right and her longtime fitness trainer, Rodney Marshall, in the front row. Take any short ball and come in, and do not be afraid to move forward.
Let for service.
Game Keys.
All right, Madison Keys, emphatic hold.
First game.
It was the new era of the whereabouts rule, meaning a player has to declare their whereabouts for 1 hour a day every day to comply with the testing policy, doping. And
low 15.
Wickmayer was deemed to have missed 3 unannounced tests because she did not report her whereabouts. She and another former player who had his own run at Wimbledon, Xavier Malisse, they were both suspended, and that suspension was overturned by courts in Belgium, their home country. So did wind up not serving it.
I think that's what just took one of the Emer brothers out. And he was,
exactly.
It came down after missing 3 tests, 18 months. And that was on appeal, I believe.
Have you heard anything new on Halep as an aside?
It's funny, she just posted today that her decision was supposed to come down this week, and again, they have postponed it. And at this point, she just wants a decision. It has been 12 months.
Well, she's really, it's time served now.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
if it's true, she's already served the penalty.
I think things got even more complicated when there were some irregularities in her blood passport. And that's what I believe has caused all these delays. But don't think that had ever happened before in the sport of tennis. So trying to figure out how to try that, all the info and all the lawyers fighting it as well, I believe has not been easy.
Wickmayer did play main draw Wimbledon. She did qualify. Nice winner there for Madison Keys to get a break and the quick lead.
Keys leads 2 games to love.
Wickmayer,
Sets.
fascinated now. Look, she qualified in Wimbledon, so what, 6-8 weeks ago in her final round quali. She survived Laura Sigmund.
Wow, poor Laura was not doing well the other night after that match ended. She
Yeah.
was absolutely furious.
Yeah. The victim card didn't
No.
really fit.
No.
Not a good play for her.
Love.
Madison looking sharp here early. And there are times in matches where it just takes her a little while to get going. And it's been another area. It's been tried to be stressed to hers, be ready to go in the first game from Bjorn. Don't throw away your first service game. Don't let the other player in. You go out there, really be ready to battle.
Who's the best starter, you think?
Groff, no
Groff,
question.
okay.
No question.
That's interesting.
She
I think
was-
that's such an overlooked part of tennis to me.
And especially for the women in 2 out of 3 at a major.
Yeah, right. Good call.
You get down 1 break early, it's love 3, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Men, you have a little bit more time to work yourself into the match.
And without data to back this up, to my perception, the best starter I've ever seen in men's tennis, Andy Roddick.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Unbelievably good starter.
Yeah. First point, he would serve
Yeah.
130.
40 love. Forty 15. Forty 30.
Wickmayer trying to get back into this, trying to put pressure on the Keys backhand. So far today has been pretty rock solid. They're overplaying that pass, though.
So there's the finish to the game. So nice start for Madison Keys on
Keys leads
Ash
3 games to
Stadium.
love.
3
Sets.
quick games.
Fifteen love.
I think of Maddie's look now when you see this quarter for her, which the highest seed is Pegula.
It's pretty tough. There's some other pockets of the draw, maybe a little bit,
Okay.
little bit more opportunity. Even the winner of this match, plays Samsonova, is a very tough third-round opponent.
and also in this quarter is
30-15.
the Wimbledon champ.
Yeah.
And yesterday, was walking through the plaza, and Marketa Vondrousova is walking by herself with her hat pulled down over her eyes. Totally, nobody knows who she is.
Yeah.
Nobody recognizes her. The Wimbledon champion. It's just, and everything we learned, that's the way she likes it.
Yeah.
40-15.
And not a lot of people talking about Vondrousova here, or really Muchova.
Yes,
who
exactly.
had such a great run at Roland Garros, getting all the way to the final. Been pretty quiet, and both of them playing some good tennis here.
Game, Wickmayer.
All right, so a Belgian
Keys leads 3
Gets
games
on
to
the
1
board.
first set.
So just as talking about following the U.S. Open on all the social media sites, you can stay connected on all the platforms. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. We said about Madison and Sloane playing in the two women of color here for a final. How about we don't even think twice now. Here's another player coming back after giving birth.
Yeah.
2 years later. It's just now. Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
When you and Kim Kleisters and sort of the pioneers of doing it.
We were crazy.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
I actually got asked at the Australian Open, so came back for a few months, if I came back because I wanted to
15 love.
lead the leaderboard for career prize money. I said, excuse me? You think I'm playing for what? So like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. Glad that thought process has changed.
30
Right
love.
now playing on Louis Armstrong, Alina Svitolina. Had a baby last October.
Exactly.
Last night, Caroline Wozniacki had 2 kids in about 20 months' time. She is through to the 3rd round, took out the 11th player in the world. Taylor Townsend yesterday with another top 20 win. Haddad Maya has a little boy, Aiden, about 2.
40 love.
Keys has only lost 2 points on her serve so far. Bjorn must have that on the screen in front of him.
Forty 15. Game, Keys.
All right, Keys, no bumps so far to 4-1, just 15
Keys
minutes
leads
in.
4 games to 1 first set.
Hasn't really happened yet for that next generation, though. Lisa Mertens still in
No,
this
15.
tournament from Belgium. Kim Kleisters has been a mentor to her over the years. Ted, she saved match points 3 in her first round, 2 in her second
Against
round.
Collins, yeah.
Yeah, 3 against Miriam Bjorklund in the first round. She has about 10 lives right now.
And she's, I believe, she's the 2 seed in doubles, if I'm thinking properly.
It's perfect play from Keys there, looking for the forehand.
Love
Really
30.
starting to get better margin on her shots. At times you'd see some kind of wild unforced errors. That's something that Madison was able to clean up during her run on the grass. And even today, Just three unforced errors for Madison through these first 5.5 games.
Ostapenko took care of the wild unforced errors for half the field last night.
How many?
She took care of it.
15.
Do you remember?
I believe it was 80 something. And she won. So the word that I immediately uttered, inexplicable. She'll play Bernarda Pera tomorrow. Will Ostapenko?
You're right, 80 unforced errors. That might be the most I've seen in a 3-set match.
Yeah, I saw every one of them. Anyway, Ostapenko, I mean, this is just fascinating because I was with Laura Robson last night and she was putting some context to it. Possible round of 16 now is Ostapenko against Swiatek. Their head-to-heads 3-0 Ostapenko. 2 on hardcourt.
Interesting. When you look at the draws, there's no question Carlos Alcaraz's path to the final much more dangerous than Novak's. Got to say the same about Swiatek. Goff in her quarter, potentially a player that she has a losing record against in the round of 16.
All right, so Madison Keys all
5 games to 1.
hers so far. The good news for Wickmayer, if she's not able to flip this match from where it has gone so far, you go from losing in qualies to getting to the second round and get a respectable check. Funds your
about 120 something grand.
I think a lot of folks are not aware of this. I mention this again because it's something tennis has done right, and we all hear often what tennis doesn't do right. But here's something to do right: 80,000 if you 81,000 I believe, even if you lose first round here. So that's your fee. You get to be here. At the U.S. Open tennis, the U.S. Open golf in June. If you played Thursday and Friday and missed the cut, the USGA for the first time ever gave those players checks for $8,000. Previously, $0. If you play Thursday, Friday, when they sell tickets, sell TV, sell sponsorships, and you got $0, which has been the standard in golf. So give tennis credit, I said, for doing right.
How is that
helping fund helps fund players?
For so long?
Great question. My answer is Ostapenko. Inexplicable.
40 love.
3-set points. Keys has only lost 3 points on her serve.
Game and first set, Keys.
Clean as could be. Just 21 minutes.
New balls, please.
Madison Keys.
Have 11 winners and just
Second
3
set,
unforced errors.
Wickmayer to serve.
About as perfect as she can be. She goes for a lot, and great set there from her. Only lost 3 total points in all her service games.
15 love.
It's the first time Wickmayer has played the Open main draw since the COVID 2020 U.S. Open.
Yeah, she was off tour for, what, about Almost 2 years to have her baby girl.
Hasn't played Australia since 2017.
Wow.
Roland Garros since 2018. And that's why that semifinal run here 14 years ago stands out. She's never been in any other major past the round of 16. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Any recollection of who she beat that year?
Yeah, gosh, it was on.
Lost to Wozniacki in the semis.
Grandstand. She had a really long win in one of them, right?
Petra Kvitova.
Was
Young
it?
Petra Kvitova in the round of 16. 7-5 in the third.
Yep.
And another name that jumps out at you in her second round 09 beat in 3 sets, Peng Shuai.
Let for service. Game Wickmayer.
All right, so the Belgian hopes that is a kickstart.
First
See if she
game,
can get
second set.
into the second set.
I played Wozniacki once. She was like 13.
Left.
Sets up an
30
interesting
love.
third round match for Wozniacki playing Jen Brady.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. 3.5 years away from the game, had 2 kids in 2 years out of the game with multiple injuries for Jen Brady. Knee, foot, bone bruises, everything in between.
I would think that's a big stage match. A lot of interest in it, as there was last night in the Wozniacki-Kvitova match, and a good audience here.
Let's first service.
I think it's a Nash match, don't you?
Yes.
Only 2 a day, so. It's nicely done there. He loves to take that backhand line. One of the things that Bjorn has been working with Madison on is to be a little bit more disciplined and go cross or go middle. This one, though, she had some time and a little bit more height over the net, curved it back into the court. It's all about choosing when to use this shot. That is going to be so key for Madison and her success this tournament.
Game
Continuing to have clean service games.
1 game all, second set.
Still lost just 4 points on that serve. One of the those moments we don't get in this profession. We have so many good things. One thing you don't get often, the pandemic US Open 2020. Jen Brady made the semifinals, played Osaka, and I sat in the second row and watched it because there was no one here.
Of course.
And Jen Brady was brilliant. She hit right with Osaka for virtually the entire match. It was one blink in the third set that decided it. Incredible quality of play.
Well, Wickmayer needed to pick up her serve in this second set. It's exactly what she's done. 5 for 5 on the first serve, 2 for 3 on the second. She only won percentage in the 40s for service points off that first serve in the first set.
Game, Wickmayer.
A little better start here for
Wickmayer leads 2 games to 1. Second
Yanina
set.
Wickmayer in the
First
second
set
set of the second round. So Wickmayer starting this second set with a better service games here. Can Keys keep her high level? What can you tell? Because you obviously, I think most tennis folk know your relationship with Madison. How can you tell she's confident? Is there a tell?
Well, I've been
watching her. I'm saying,
yeah.
You might not talking to her, watching her.
Yeah, a play like that, where she's just automatically, it's just instinctual when she knows she's hit a good baseline shot. She just starts moving forward. Something when she's not feeling confident, you can see her wait and hope and see if what's going to happen. Got to make things happen when you have a big game. And the other sign is her willingness to stay in certain patterns out on the court. So there's been some extended rallies here, and she has not pulled the trigger line early yet today. Staying in the cross-court rallies. If she changes direction, it's got more margin or it's more middle. I get concerned when the backhand starts going line every first shot.
If this rule had been in place when you were coaching Madison, would you be talking to her all the time?
Little things.
Yeah.
Little things.
2 games all, second set.
Of course, you would be well aware that the mic hears everything.
Yeah, and Bjorn was just for sure giving her some tips right here on the return. Wickmayer has only lost 1 point on her serve in this second set, so I'm sure giving her a tip, either move back or giving her a target somewhere to aim, but some kind of hint here to get the return game back up for Madison.
$15. 30 left.
Well, that you have to like.
30,
That looked
15.
confident.
Yep, and looking for a forehand as well. 16 winners now to just 3 from Wickmayer.
Allez ici, allez.
Thirty, 40. Game, Keys.
Yeah. That return that she hit early in that game seemed to set a nice
Keys
tone.
leads. Love 15.
Pretty good feeling, isn't it, when you get midway through the second set of a match and it's the first time you're at love 15. That's a good sign.
Well, now some
Love
opportunity
30.
here for Wickmayer. Did a nice job reading both serves.
Fifteen, 30.
That is perfect serve +1. $17 total winners for Keys.
Thirty on.
So effective on her serve today.
Forty, 30.
Those help when you're Keys, right?
Yeah.
Wickmayer gets into a game, misses a shot by, I don't know, 5 millimeters there. Everything just so far just going her way.
Deuce.
first
Advantage.
chance
Wickmayer.
for Wickmayer. Terrific example of the Keys' power.
And Wickmayer played a nice point
Yes.
there. Pinned Keys into her backhand corner, hitting the ball deep, and Madison able to come up with a backhand like that, Ted. The second serve has been remarkable for Keys. She's won almost 80% of her second serve points. Never seen that number so high, 7 of 9.
Yeah, high percentage, but a low number of attempts, which is also good.
Advantage Keys.
First double, second serve jinx. There it is.
Of course.
Advantage Keys.
An icy racer for the double.
Yep, and the toss a little bit more over her head. Tried to fake Wickmayer out a bit with that. Double fault's fine if you can follow it up with an ace, but that's about the only time.
Again, Keys.
So there it was, back-to-back first serves that get Keys through the game.
Keys
Wickmayer had a
leads
brief
4
look,
games to 2 second sets.
but now 6-1, 4-2 again in just 46 minutes. This has the chance to be the absolutely perfect script for Keys.
And especially for a player that has struggled with a lot of injuries over her career. Got to save up the first week of a major. If you can, sometimes it's not possible. Got to come in. If you get a lob
50
over
level.
your opponent's head and it's right on that baseline. Keys let her off the hook a bit by letting her just float back a high defensive lob.
You talked about Bjorn Fratangelo working with Maddie on backhand. Is there anything else she's really at this point after these many years that she's focused on in her game?
Being more disciplined,
Yeah.
being not going away from cross-court patterns. It's been a big one. Of course, against some players, you're going to want to change directions, but against most of them, be willing to stick in the forehand-to-forehand exchange. Serve, really working on trying to get her to be able to pronate more, flattening out the serve to the backhand, not slicing or kicking too many, also developing the flat serve a little bit better. Shot selection.
15-13.
Yeah, that would go with the point you made earlier about the patterns off the backhand.
Third seal.
The time is slipping away from
Yep,
Wickmayer here.
this is it, right here. All right, also real good return by Keys, and now her chance to come
Keys
back
leads
and
5-2
put this one
sets,
away.
and by 1 set to love.
All right, here's Madison Keys getting set here to close this.
Fifteen love. Thirty love. $30-15.
A few more errors in this set, but still just 12 for the match.
Yeah, and +8, 20 winners
Yeah.
to just those 12 errors. Again, just the 3 unforced errors in the first set. That might be the fewest amount of unforced errors I've ever seen on a stat sheet for Madison for a set. A completed set.
Ooh, that was in the perfect spot.
30.
Thorough.
2 sets to love,
That's the
6-1, 6-2.
word that jumps first to describe this match. Just 54 minutes Never threatened. Just one break point for Wickmayer. Bjorn didn't need much of that data, did he, today?
No, he's got to be thrilled with the way Madison played this match and also how she's gotten through now to this third round.